He steps out into the dawn of a new life, his heart still echoing with church hymns. Raised in a Christian household where faith was as certain as sunrise, he wonders if the world outside those pews can ever truly become home. The campus lies quiet before the day begins. In that silence, he hears his father's words from weeks ago, "A righteous man may fall 7 times and rise again." The promise hangs in the air, warming him with the hope of redemption before he has even taken a single step. Her eyes lock with his in a crowded classroom. Marcella, radiant and self-reliant, is everything he isn't, and suddenly everything he wants. In the halls and at late-night bonfires, she is a beacon in his chaos, free, smiling, untouchable. He is the basketball player meeting the cheerleader, faith and fear tangled in each stolen glance. They laugh on the quad under stars, sharing hopes and secrets. He senses the sky open above him, and with it, a dangerous freedom. Yet when whispers turn to laughter and the night grows long, he feels the gentle pull of temptation, like the tide tugging at his feet. In one blind, dizzying moment, a bottle slips through his fingers, and the world tilts. By the time he reaches her door, his tongue is thick and his mind muddled. Marcella's kindness leaves him flushed. She sees no shame as she leads him to the shower. The water washes over them, cool and real. There, in the steam and the late-night light, he loses the last piece of his childhood innocence. In that single breathless moment, Marcella becomes more than the answer to his prayers. She becomes his mistake. Weeks pass. The morning after has faded, replaced by a heavy quiet. Late one afternoon in the lecture hall, Marcella's cheeks burn as she steps away, and he follows. She holds 2 lines on a pregnancy test the way he used to hold a basketball, with trembling hands. "It's positive," she whispers. The air between them freezes. Suddenly, they are no longer just 2 kids in love, but 2 people facing a future they did not choose. Nights turn long and sober. He once thought he was strong, but now he is bending under the weight of every mistake. His grades tumble. His job at the bookstore fails. Even the captain of the basketball team looks at him with pity before he is benched for good. All the threads of his old life begin to unravel. He sits alone in the chapel one midnight, the church empty except for his own shadow. The cross above the altar is the same, but he feels miles away from its comfort. Every sin he's carried suddenly seems too heavy to bear. Even the pulpit feels like 1,000 miles from forgiveness. He had been the valedictorian preacher's son, certain of his path, and now that path feels lost. When he finally confesses to his parents, anger and disappointment meet him in the living room. His father's voice is quiet but firm. "We serve a God of second chances," he says later, echoing through the silent house. His mother drapes a comforting arm around his shoulders, strong and forgiving. In spite of tears and trembling, they promise they will walk this road with him. Even when neighbors whisper, his family stands by his side, holding on to faith on his behalf. Still, he cannot shake the guilt. Every step feels crooked, every decision a betrayal of the boy he used to be. He turns to prayer not for answers, but for the strength to face tomorrow. And in the quiet hours, he remembers Jeremiah. "For I know the plans I have for you, a plan to give you hope and a future." That promise flickers like a candle in his heart, barely lighting the way out of the darkness. Redemption and Grace Spring comes again, and the campus is green with new life. He walks through it now with a steady step. He has lost much, but he has also found something no lesson could teach: grace. In a small church service one Sunday, he hears his father's voice once more, telling the story of the righteous man who falls 7 times and rises a 7th time. The words are for him. He has lived each line. He thanks God for second chances and the strength to embrace them. Years later, the girl holds their child in her arms, and the family gathers in that same chapel under the bright light of hope. Praises rise like incense. He catches his father's eye from the pews and gives a grateful smile. They both have risen again. Grace has always been their guiding light, and now it is theirs to pass on. His first day away is only the first page of their story, a story of failures, forgiveness, in the fierce bloom of new beginnings. Even when darkness finds them, they rise into the dawn together, with faith as their guide.